be live now. I have a few things to fix. That's that. Restore the windows to the proper orders. Okay, yes. Someone will show up eventually. That's not too big of a deal. This won't be that long of a stream. Maybe an hour or something. Got a hankering to play some Dark Souls and got to specifically decided that I wanted to do something I've done before, but it's been a long time, which is dual caestuses. Last night I spent some time doing mostly a bunch of power rituals. They're kind of boring and that I've done a lot, but are just kind of like basic stuff you do at the beginning of Dark Souls. And actually I have a little more of that to do, which is I need now, well, let's just look at my loadout. Okay, caestus plus 10, caestus plus 6. I have some stuff there. I need to go kill Ingward, which is optional, but not too optional, since fighting Ornstein and Smo with just plus 10 caestus is hard. So I'm gonna go kill Ingward and then get the very large ember and try to get that right-hand caestus up to plus 14. Let's get to it. First of all, do I have transient curses? There we go. Alright, well, okay, so happy 4th of July to anyone watching the VOD, I guess, which is probably not many, but you know, let's just play some Dark Souls and talk about it. So the dual caestus run is certainly not the hardest thing I've done in Dark Souls, but it's also not trivial. It's certainly, at this point, more stylish than hard, but, you know. Especially, the caestus in the left hand doesn't do much. Alright, so here comes the first test, which is how am I against Ghost? That's not too bad. The nice thing about the caestus is it does attack quickly and does a reasonable amount of stagger. I mean, ghosts don't have a lot of poise anyway, but certainly one thing I relearned last night was that being able to just keep people staggered down and punching them a lot until they die is pretty effective. That looks like, so that was 90 damage with the right hand and 18 damage with the left hand. That's the difference between plus 10 and plus 6. Yeah, okay. This part might get a little messy. So let's back off and heal. I could use fire bombs or something here, but I don't actually have many, so let's... this is a little weird. Okay, this is actually good. I don't want to aggro all of them all at once. That's not desirable any time. Yeah, hello. Whoa. Your range is bad. That's just kind of what comes with the territory for the caestus. Okay. Anyone else in here want to start something? No? Okay. That is a parrying dagger, which I don't need. One thing I did not do is bring any way to buff my caestus for fighting inward. That ghost is not dead. Okay. There. Which I may wish I had a way to buff my caestus. Both to, like, clear out Ghost House and to fighting inward with. If I die, I might consider doing that. Alright, let's heal here. I'm definitely not gonna, like, use ranged attacks to get to kill inward. That's just unsporting. Should have a whole bunch of ghosts coming after me. Oh yeah. Leap attack is a good way to close distances and deal a fair bit of damage. Not interested in running off a cliff here, so let's do this. Is that everybody? That's basically everybody. Grab this. Transient Curse is probably less than a minute left, so I have to keep an eye on that. I don't need that humanity. Jerk. Oh. I'm probably dead. Okay. That was quite close. I kind of want this rare ring of sacrifice for Seath. I did pick up one Purging the Stone, but if you're allowing yourself to use either of them, then the rare ring of sacrifice is just better. Okay. Now then. Yeah, I could have made this a little bit easier on myself by putting on more armor. There's also the Curse Bite ring, which is also pretty good against Seath. Let's go grab that now while we're down here. Curse Bite is like one of those, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but I'd prefer to have the option than not. This is definitely the only convenient time to get it. Okay. 3 Estus to go fight inward. The one thing I do have is my final gold pine resin. I also want to buy transient curses from him. I don't need a lot, but how many do I have now? 8. Yeah, let's just flush all our transient curses into inward.
Well, do you? My name, but I don't.
And that'll be enough.
You are no different from the rest. So be it.
All right. The gold pine resin may not have been necessary there, but I don't like doing that, and so I don't like making it interesting. Alright, 3 Estus. I mean, I could go back to Firelink, but with 3 Estus I can probably kill a few. Dark Wraiths. I guess in that sense it would be kind of important to have 10 humanity. The question is, can I get anywhere where I can pick up just Titanite chunks out of chests? And actually, yes, I can do this and then not take the elevator down and then just sort of fall down closer to the area where the chests are. I do still need to get the large Ember, which I will probably need more than 3 Estus for that. But if I just want to pick up Titanite chunks, then I can do that now. Okay, so the plan here, first let's get 10 humanity, since I'm going to be fighting any Dark Wraiths. And we'll do this using the time-honored tradition of duplicating the Firekeeper soul, which means I have to equip the battle axe. Oh wait, no, that's fine. Okay. Also, let's put the Hornet Ring on. I already have like 46 poise, which, I mean, Dark Wraiths are not an enemy that having a lot of poise is great against. You generally just shouldn't be getting hit. Here the ghost's kind of grumbling. Let's head down here, fight this guy. See what my damage is. It's probably not great. That's reasonable. Alright, so this next, like, half hour could just be Dark Wraith backstabbing theater. Backstab being a fairly generous term for what I'm doing. Oh, that's the... I don't want to deal with him just yet. Let's head down here. Hey. Darn, I kind of wanted to... Alright, yes, back, Dark Wraith kidney punching theater. That's not very good positioning because I can't get behind him. Uh-huh. Yes, doing this farming with no green ring is quite something. Let's see here. So there's this guy. 3 critical hits without regard for whether they're backstabs or parries. I guess 2 parries would probably do it, but getting 2 parries is a challenge. Okay, so that's 1 Titanite chunk. So technically I could go over there and try to get the large ember now, but with 2 Estus that's high risk, so I'm not going to do it. Current Titanite chunk count is 3. Okay. Uh-huh. This is a little, while I'm streaming this, I can actually like hear the game audio a lot more than I usually do, which is very weird because I'm hearing like ambient noise that I have just sort of forgotten exists. Like right now, I think I can hear one of the Dark Wraiths using their shield. I think. It's a very strange sound. It might also be the like pile of souls enemy here that is making some sort of noise, but I don't know. Okay, you. No. Get over here. There also is just a lot of ambient sound in Anor Londo, or New Londo, that is pretty good. I just usually don't play with the sound up high enough to hear any of it. Alright. No shield. Those guys are a bit annoying. Yeah, okay, good. I've successfully lured that guy out here. That's optimal. That guy, getting that close is not optimal. There we go. Come on. Alright, so now I'm going to try to take on that guy with 2 Estus and Caestus. Come on, man. Okay, yes, alright. I need to like convince the floating skull to go off without actually being close enough to get hit by it. I believe that from this position some of his spear attacks actually can get me. Apparently the Riot Foam can't, which is good. It's possible that he actually cannot get me with the spear attack, which would be nice. Okay. a shield, you can block that, but, you know, I don't have a shield. Which is probably the most on-brand thing I have in Dark Souls. Okay, 2 Estus. Now then, so the next thing is 3 Dark Wraiths and the big pile of bodies, which with two Estus I don't really want to bother. Yes, Cestus and Stone Pants, hello Irish nonsense. Yeah. Let's see, so I now have... Oh yeah. I don't have anything until I actually get Large Ember, or the very Large Ember. Okay, so thank you for joining my Irish nonsense. This is just felt like doing a dual Cestus run, so this is pretty early. I haven't fought any of the like plot bosses yet, so this is just me doing what's essentially. How far into the run am I? Yeah, I haven't fought any of the like I haven't fought the gargoyles or Quelaag. This is me mostly doing power rituals. I could probably fight them. I could definitely fight the gargoyles with just plus 10 Estus, which is what I have now. But like, I could also fight them with the plus 14 Cestus, and it'll just be easier. Definitely, like, Quelaag with plus 10 Estus is possible, but a little hard, and this has to happen like, this part of the power ritual definitely will happen before I fight Ornstein and Smo, so I might as well do it now. Like, I would have more levels, but having more levels just to go into New Londo doesn't help that much. So I did most of the boring power rituals yesterday off camera, just because it's kind of boring to see someone, you know, do the basic stuff of, you know, fighting the Taurus demon, fighting the Capra demon to get the Large Ember. You know, that stuff has happened a million times. So, you know, doing the grinding to get the large shards to get your Cestus up to plus 10. You know, that stuff is very tedious. Well, I mean, it's fine. You're just playing Dark Souls, so for the player, it's not that boring. But everyone's seen that, so I'm only going to be going for another probably 40 minutes or so. Where exactly? What am I doing? Why am I going this way? I am a fool. From talking, I guess I, like, forgot where I was. I can climb down here. I don't know if anyone else is streaming. I don't have anyone else, like, in the call, or... I don't think anyone else is streaming, because I haven't gotten any tweets to that effect. Oh, for the chat. No, yeah, like, no, there's just not very many people watching, so you're literally the first person to show up, because it's in America it's kind of early, and so most people are still asleep. Oop. Hi there. So, yes, so this is the basic drill. I want to get enough Titanite chunks to get my Cestus up to like 13 or 14. I don't know if I will insist on 14, but it'd be nice. And the main goal is I actually do need the very large ember in order to effect that change. Okay, that done, let's sort of head over here. So in here we have 3 Dark Wraiths in various places, and the big pile of guys enemy whose name I don't really remember. I'd like to maybe draw aggro from one of the Dark Wraiths. I think... Did that. Okay. If all I needed was the very large ember, I could try running through, but I do need Titanite chunks, so I might as well kill these Dark Wraiths. Yes, the left hand, the caestus in the left hand does parry. Against Dark Wraiths, there's really only one move that I am good enough to do that with, and that's their, like, long charging thrust. Everything else, I've never bothered to learn the parry timing because it's very hard. So, there should be another Dark Wraith that I can get out here. Yeah, hi. There he is. Yeah, that, if they would do it again, I would parry it, because that is a pretty safe parry. Everything else, I just roll around. Whoa. Oh dear. Yeah, that happens. By the way, I'm not very high level, and I'm not wearing a whole lot of armor, so sometimes that happens. What is my level? 26. Yeah, okay. So even while it is true that I am farming Titanite chunks, but I'm not gonna bother getting another 10 humanity just to fight like 2 Dark Wraiths. I should be able to get my Bloodstain, and that will have the humanity in it. Yeah. Since it's been what feels like 6 months, but it's probably only about 4 months since I played Dark Souls, my muscle memory on how to fight Dark Wraiths is a little bit rusty. I call it muscle memory. I don't know what, that's a pretty poor term, you know, just sort of instincts on when to dodge when they are doing various attacks. It's not really necessary for me to even fight these 2 ghosts here. I mostly just do it out of habit. Sometimes they drop their transient curses, and that'd be nice to have. But okay, so the basic scheme here is fight this specific Dark Wraith here. Yeah. Hope he does something I can backstab, which he just did, fortunately. And then I'll go pick up my Bloodstain and have another go. I would like for him to do the thrust, but it's difficult to bait them into doing that. Whoa. Ah. Okay, so now I died and lost my Bloodstain, which is... I'll just go ahead and say that's sloppy. So now I will have to actually get the 10 humanity back, so I'll go ahead and do that. Because I'm in the habit of playing it as the woman model, it's subpar, because you can't two-hand the Cestus, and you need to two-hand your weapon in order to do the item duplication. Fortunately, I only need to do the item duplication twice, so that it doesn't make for really terrible television. Since duping items on the stream is like one of the worst things that I consider you can do when streaming Dark Souls, because you're literally just like repeating the same action over and over again. So I try to keep that to a minimum. But, you know, this is not too bad. I guess I also, like, I lost 18,000 souls, but I don't care about that nearly as much. Like, that was maybe 3 levels, which would be nice to have, but that's not too bad. Alright, so now we're literally doing good morning, Charles. Thank you for joining the stream. This is just an early morning Dark Souls punching. Basic objective here is to get the very— whoops! Sometimes that happens when I'm duplicating items where, like, I unequip the axe, but I forget to actually switch back to my main weapon, so I'm punching with actually no weapon, which is something that me and Gnombitten kind of have a bit of sangfroid about, but we don't actually want to do. Yes, the no weapon Dark Souls run is something that may happen at some point in the future, but that's not for today. Am I gonna watch Hollow Knight? Nah. I don't. So that's starting at like 7:30 or something like that. I don't know exactly what time. If I was doing actually nothing else, I probably would, but I'm actually gonna be stopping the stream at about 7:30 anyway, because I have real life things to do instead. So. Punch backstab's great. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so I already attempted this once and failed. Let's try to aggro one Dark Wraith, which I've definitely done that. Aggroing 2 Dark Wraiths is bad. It makes things very exciting for a few minutes, and either you have a glorious victory or you die. Multitask coffee info. That sounds like a good random chain of words to use as password. Alright. Whilst watching, yes. Okay, Dark Wraith number 2, how you doing? Also this guy. Come on, get out of your closet. Ow. Oh, that's bad. Please don't kill me. Okay, well that's fine. That's bad. Using Estus is a good way to bait them into doing the charging thrust, but it didn't work this time. Yeah, hi. Yeah, the backstab punch is basically like a kidney punch. If you, or maybe you're just punching them in the ass. Whatever works best for you. Okay, so that's 2 out of 3 Dark Wraiths. There's still the guy, whose name I still don't remember. Does anyone know this guy's name? I don't know. Fighting him on level ground is not what I want. The question is, can he get through this doorway? I don't think he can, but maybe he can. If he does, I might just ignore him. Like, kite him really far away. Okay. Alright, so now we have the... Yeah, we have the low ground, which is what we want. Question is, can he hit me with that spear? backing off. What is this? Get back here. Yeah. No, don't. Yeah. Don't riot phone me. Okay. Killing this guy is kind of optional, but I'm kind of operating on the assumption that I'm going to need to farm Titanite chunks from Dark Wraiths more than once to get up to the number I want. Whoa, okay, that was good. I mean, all I really need is the very large ember, but I also am going to need some number of Titanite chunks, so it's a lot easier to farm Titanite chunks if this guy's out of the way. Ow. Don't kill me. Okay. If that second spearhead had hit me, that would have been a bit of a problem. I may have died, but, you know, none of those things happened, so everything's fine. Okay, one more Dark Wraith, which I will fight him because one Dark Wraith is not too much of a problem. I will feel quite silly indeed. There's that parry if he kills me, but since I'm this close to the very large ember, but with that parry, that means mostly not a problem. This is a pretty wide open arena, so I can just get those two backstabs, and that's that. Okay, this is humanity right here, which is worth having, even if it's not what I need at the moment. Oh, wait. I made a wrong turn. That's fine. Ingward is dead, yes. Since I have not fought Ornstein and Smo yet, killing Ingward is the only way to obtain the very large ember, which is not something I like doing, but if I'm going to do dual cestus, it's not the only option. I could, if Gnome Bitten was doing the very large, doing the dual cestus run, he would probably go down to Demon Ruins and get the flame embers and talk to the skeleton. But you know, to each his own. I don't like doing suicide runs to get the Chaos Ember, so I don't do that kind of thing. Also, I'd have to like fight Quelaag first, so I'd have to like have a +10 cestus. Anyway, what would I have to do? I have to have a +10 cestus. And then fight Quelaag with that +10 cestus. Obviously, you don't fight Quelaag with a fire weapon. That is sort of a non-starter. But then you can, once Quelaag is dead, then you go make your weapon fire, and then go get the Chaos Ember, and then you have a Chaos Cestus, and then you don't have to kill Ingward. That's something. I mean, you do have to like farm red Titanite chunks, which is also not a very fun thing to do. You can get a couple before getting the Lord Vessel, but that's hard. Although, anyway, yeah, I said it's hard to obtain red Titanite chunks before getting the Lord Vessel, which is true, although I do have them. Alright. Yes. Very large ember. Okay, so now we have taking the right-hand cestus up to +13, which is what I can do now. Probably will give me the 2 backstab on Dark Wraiths, which is good. Running low on Homeward Bones. That's fine. Actually, so I could be duplicating Homeward Bones, but like, yeah, I'm gonna farm the last 3 because I should be, now that I have a more powerful weapon, it shouldn't take that many runs to get it. And actually, yeah, so I actually only need 2, I believe. Since, yeah, I need two chunks. I also didn't open the chest in lower Ghost House that has one because I forgot. I think I don't think I opened that chest, which means I really only need to get 1 more to drop, and then I can get my plus 14 Cestus. Yeah. Dark Wraiths definitely can drop slabs. One time I had consecutive Dark Wraiths drop slabs, and kind of lost my shit because it was like it seemed impossible to have that ever happen. But I guess if you play enough Dark Souls and you know, law of large numbers and all that. For a minute I thought I had like broken the random number generator, which maybe something did break the random number generator. As far as that last getting a slab to take the Cestus to plus 15, I might go kill who's it? Stray Demon. But I don't think I need to do that just to fight Quelaag. So actually I probably going to be fighting the gargoyles before I fight Quelaag, but hi. So now we have damage test. Is 2 backstabs enough to kill these guys? Hey. Ow. Whoa. That's bad. Okay. Can I bait this guy into charging? Nope. Okay, oh okay, 2 backstabs is lethal, that's good. Let's fight this guy. This guy is like one of the easiest to bait into charging. He almost always does it, like, he does that. Sometimes he'll do it like twice in a row. There we go. .21. And then square that number for, well, I mean, that's base. I certainly have the greed ring on. Casino Cage Guy says, I'm a DS noob, just started today. I'm not sure why you would come watch my stream, but, you know, good for you. This is suboptimal. I don't want to fight 2 of them at once. We'll probably just die. Yeah, okay. So when fighting 2 at once, your best bet is to just try to spend as much time in vulnerable frames as possible. So just take your easy backstabs and parries when you get them. So, alright, Dark Hand and Titanite Chunk. Okay. That means we're basically done. Because I believe this chest is still available to us. No, I opened it. Okay, I'm a liar. Okay, so that means I do have to actually fight more Dark Wraiths. And these ghosts, apparently. Yes, need to obtain 1 more chunk, but I haven't, since I'm down here, I will mention that I have not fought Sif yet, so I don't even have to think about fighting the Four Kings. I suppose I could do it. Like, fighting Sif wouldn't be that hard once I have a full power weapon. Yeah, I believe 400 discovery is what you have. Well, hold on. The Gold Serpent Ring is 300, and my discovery currently is 210. 10 humanity is 110 item discovery, so it puts you at 410, I believe. Don't quote me on that. So, if you assume that item discovery is a percentage multiplier, then 0.21 times 410 is like 0.85 or something, 0.86 maybe. Well, but we're done. So what's 0.86? 0.86 squared is going to be something like 0.07. Okay, so reinforced weapon, there we go. Alright, so I've got about 25, let's see if I can kill the gargoyles and Quelaag. Which is somewhat audacious. Yes, the Greed Ring is Ascend's Fortress item. I don't have it yet, because I haven't fought the gargoyles or Quelaag yet. Take my levels, what do I want? 800 health is a good, like, threshold for me. More damage would be nice, but at this point, like, a lot of my damage is coming from my weapon anyway. Yeah, definitely no Greed Ring. Nope. Nah. Don't worry about it, like, yes. Not everyone has the sequence of Dark Souls memorized. Also, Gnome Bitten sometimes does sequence breaks and can get the Greed Ring before fighting gargoyles, because he can get into Sen's Fortress early. So sometimes that happens. I don't do it, but you know, sometimes it happens. Let's flip this back over to Wolfring. So now we have to take on the Sweet Baby Rays, which I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to just become extremely fat and then just, like, ignore them. Hey, man. Okay. Yep. Okay, so the gargoyles is going to be an interesting fight, because it's been a little while since I haven't just, like, crushed them with powerful weapons. I'm still going to go into light roll, because I would rather have that than a whole bunch of armor. I may change my tune if I lose, but, you know, we'll see. Okay, this is pretty, yeah, okay. This is acceptable damage. That was pretty intentional. Okay. That should be the coup de grace. Okay, alright. I often over-prepare for the gargoyles. And this case was no exception. Again, I mentioned earlier in the stream that I probably could fight them down with just the +10. Caestus. But, you know, if you need to get the plus 14 Cestus, you might as well do it, so. Alright. That bodes well for Queelag. Queelag will be harder, but means I might be able to get it first try, which would be nice. I often... I would say in the last year, I've had a couple of challenge runs where I, like, invest resources in fighting Queelag the first time and fail, and then, like, I've lost resources. By resources, I mean things like gold pine resin, which I've already used all my gold pine resin in here, so that's not even going to be an option, but in this case, I have a strong weapon, so, hey man.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the Palm. Thou appearest to lack faith, yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Alright, I'm mostly here to buy some homeward bones. Like, how many am I gonna actually need? Let's just, you know, let's just bottom them out, sure. Yep. Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot an important thing. There. Okay, that's the important thing. Now, since the Sweet Baby Razor's still there, I'm gonna bonfire or homeward bone. Bleh. Okay, here we are. The only thing I could do now is go fight Pinwheel, but that can happen later. I definitely want to fight Pinwheel before I go fight Ornstein Smo. Yeah, using Sweet Baby Rays to refer to the other thing is that, like, it's hard to remember what those guys are actually called. Like, Gnome calls them Dregs. I think their actual name is, like, Hollow. I think those guys are just Hollow. I think the guys with the broken straight sword and... So those guys have broken straight sword and nothing. The guys with broken straight sword and cracked round shield are Hollow Warrior. And then the guys with, like, long sword and hollow shield are Hollow Soldier. I guess, but, like, it's hard to remember that their name is Hollow. So, and right there, like, calling them the Sweet Baby Rays just fits so well, so. Although, it really only works if you know that Kaz called that one Balder Knight Raymond. I can't even remember why he called him Raymond. I don't think he had any reason. I think it was just a name that fit. But, you know, yeah, it has the word baby in it, so that fits, because that is definitely what they are. I am capable of Blighttown skip, but I flub it like 40% of the time. Maybe more like 60% of the time. So it really is not worth it to me to attempt Blighttown skip. And it saves you like maybe 30 seconds. Alright, killing you is very gratuitous, but I'm doing it. Oh, also I need to equip the ring. Which I can just go ahead and do that now. Rusted Iron Ring is not required by any stretch, but... Okay. Alright, I rested the bonfire there just as sort of like safety. Because it's, again, kind of embarrassing to die to Queelag and then have to run all the way from Firelink again. So, that's like insurance. And depending on if I get this quickly, I'll probably fight Cecil's Discharge, because fighting Cecil's Discharge is entertaining to me. Uh-oh. Hello, Durga. My cat's bored, and so she's meowing at me and running around the apartment. That's pretty normal cat behavior. Oh. Hello, Durga. Alright, here's a resource. I have, 4 purple moss. I thought I had a lot fewer than 4 purple moss clumps, but since I have 4, then it's hardly even a cost. Okay. No shield, but that's not a problem. Damage is not great. Alright. Always remember to watch out for that blast. Out of stamina. I would like to punish that, but she's already surrounded by lava, so it's kind of hard. Whoa. Watch your health. Let's run away. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't die, so... that's fine. One thing I'm not super great at is, like, baiting Queli into not doing this sword swipe. Like, this sword swipe is one of the least productive things that she can be doing. I mean, for me. It's, like, you have to be dodging it. You're spending a lot of stamina not hitting her. Again, okay. This is bad. Okay, rolled out of that one. So, again, enemy attack patterns in Dark Souls usually come down to a certain amount of randomness and then their distance from you. So you, in theory, can, like, bait them into doing various attacks by managing your distance, but with Queli it's difficult. Also, she has enough moves that it's kind of hard to get her to do any specific one. Either way. Getting close enough that I'm starting to get a little bit greedy here. Also, sometimes her hitboxes are just very forgiving. Okay, one more should do it. Bonk. Right in the kisser. Alright. Okay, so it's 7:20. I don't really have enough time to do anything interesting, but I think I do have enough time to kill Bed of Chaos. Or no, Bed of Chaos. Ceaseless Discharge. Important. Remember to ring this bell. Sometimes I like just run by it and forget to ring the bell. Which is quite embarrassing. It's like, oh, I'll go over to Sen's Fortress. Oh, the gate's still closed up. Alright. Both bells rung. Okay, first I'm going to spend my souls and then fight Ceaseless. Now that I have the soul of Queelag, I can also duplicate that and get a whole bunch of souls, which I might do off camera, but I'm not going to do it now. That's just rude. Now that I have 800 health, I kind of want damage. Oops. Damage, he says, leveling endurance. So let's just do that. Alright. Alright, so I'm Ceaseless Discharge. I could do the quick kill, but I definitely have enough damage that I'm gonna just fight him. Because unlike sensible people, I like fighting a Ceaseless Discharge. So yes, my method for fighting Ceaseless Discharge. People have probably seen it before, maybe, I don't know, but it involves well, Ceaseless Discharge is not a very smart boss. You could argue that this is a design flaw. That in a game where most boss fights involve the boss like choosing a random choosing pseudo randomly from a list of possible attacks. Ceaseless Discharge can do that, but usually doesn't. Oh, this is going to be bad. I like how I did apologize for, say that I consider it poor form to duplicate items on stream because it's repetitive. This is at least as repetitive, but has the tension that I may die. So that makes it better, right? I love it. Irish Nonsense says, now I know how to fight Ceaseless. The timing here is actually a tiny bit tight. It does take some practice, and you do get punished fairly badly if you fail it. By which I mean you get hit. Main thing is that, I guess what I do, I barely even think about the timing anymore, but you know, it's sort of like you want to dodge after he starts bringing his arm down. Which you can't see. Like, you can barely see it. The optimal time is for the whistling sound his swing makes to dodge away. Well, I mean, if you already know the timing, then you know. Oh, yes, okay. And then there's no animation for ceaseless discharge going from the arm sticking out pose to dying, so that the arm just vanishes. Alright, okay, so that was, you know, finger quotes, a boss. Alright. With that, I'll just bone back and spin my souls, and I think that'll probably end the stream. Because I have things to do at about 7:40, and I don't really have anything productive that I can do for 15 minutes. Let's spend these souls. Oh yeah. Excuse me. One thing I was going to check was what the scaling is on Caestus. This is important information. C and C, I think it stays at that, so just keep strength and dexterity level. Alright. That's all from me. Happy 4th of July if you're of such an inclination. This stream is over. Thanks for joining.